Today we're in Las Vegas and we're going to one of the best buffets on the Strip, at the Wynn. The buffet at the Wynn has been here since 2005 and has since reopened from the pandemic, summer of 2021. Constantly reinventing itself and providing new and delicious options, the opulence of the Wynn is a must for buffet lovers. We had the opportunity to eat at the Wynn for their holiday buffet, so let's go. So here we are at the buffet at the Wynn Hotel. This is for their holiday buffet, and lines are long. A standby wait time, according to the hostess, is about 3 hours. However, we had a reservation, so we walked right in. We did need to make these reservations weeks in advance, but with some planning as a tip, you can avoid the long waits and get to eating almost right away. Another tip is the Wynn Hotel still has free parking for guests and visitors alike, at least at the end of 2022. So if you have a car, you can get here pretty much just on time and still get seated. And the last pro tip is they change from brunch to dinner at 3 o'clock. So we had a reservation at 2 o'clock, so by the time we got seated and started eating, we got the best of lunch and also the best of dinner for the holiday brunch price. Since there are so many items to choose from, I first like to do a walkthrough and see what's worthwhile to eat. Starting from the right and working left. The right side is the salad bar. I have many fresh vegetables and ingredients with these pre-made salads, as well as make your own salads. For the most part, I generally skip this station unless I feel like I really need some roughage. They also do have some more breakfast items during the brunch time, and I do like that they are in relatively small proportions, so you can try a little bit of everything. Next, we come to what I like to call the Build Your Own Charcuterie Board section. Here, there's a plethora of different cured meats and Italian prosciutto, as well as breads, crackers, and cheeses to go with those delicious meats. Also a couple warm seafood options, and the baked cod was actually quite delicious. We'll also come back to this section during the dinner menu. Moving left from here is the main run of the buffet, where most of the stations feature different ethnic cuisines. First, we have more American fare, and for a brunch menu, they have all sorts of eggs benedicts, potatoes, pancakes and waffles, as well as pizza. I generally skip this, but these are great for the kiddies. Next, we move on to the Mexican food section. Here they have tamales as well as carnitas, although I generally do skip this section as well, especially for brunch. What I do think is worth trying is they do have a taco station where they make fresh tacos to order with fillings of your choice. Then we move over to the more protein-heavy section. Now during the brunch and breakfast menus, a variety of sweet and savory warm options. Now while I'll generally skip this section during the breakfast or brunch timing, I will come back here for the dinner menu. For breakfast or brunch, you can also get omelets made to order. There are so many different dishes to select from, it's really hard to choose. Here are more hot dishes as well as sausages and other meats. Then we start moving over to the carving stations. There's always good turkey breast as well as chicken, but then we get onto the good stuff. Here's the beef. Their brisket is amazing, so juicy and tender, and the beef seam strip is just impressive to look at. Although I would say definitely go for the brisket, that's the best part. Continuing leftward, we move on to the Asian food section. This section is my favorite. This section starts out with a variety of dim sum options like dumplings and egg rolls, and of course the fillers of fried rice and fried noodles. Any buffet aficionado knows to skip these in favor of proteins. Next is the sushi section. While these look delicious and they have tuna, spicy tuna, salmon, unagi, I generally skip the rolls in favor of sashimi. As we turn the corner to the left side, this is the star of the show. This section has stone crab claws, and basically these are my favorites. And if you are a fan, stock up on these before the dinner turnover, as they will not be available for dinner. The mounds of shrimp cocktail is quite impressive. I definitely load up on these as well. There's also smoked salmon, and you can make your own bagel lox sandwich if you'd like to. Now it's about 2:30, and they're starting to do some of the turnover for dinner service. So while we're doing that, let's talk about the decorations, especially during the dessert section. I think this is what really sets the Wynn buffet apart from the others, is their dessert section and the decorations. Since we're here for the holiday buffet, the decorations are definitely in the holiday spirit. On the subject of desserts, let's see what they have. Here they start with some brownies and churros and donuts. Also, they have bite-sized assorted mousses and cakes. Now, I've heard that the chocolate cones and the creme brulees are favorites among many. What I really like is they have crepes made to order with so many different flavors. There's just something about a freshly made crepe that brings back those warm, fuzzy holiday feelings.
I'll get one.
I got one with a cannoli shell. That looks amazing. The other amazing part is the ice cream station or gelato station. They have different flavors on this rotating palette of ice cream. It is wonderful to watch and mesmerizing. Now that it's close to 3 o'clock, they have transitioned the entire dessert area to more of a holiday theme. And I'll share with you all the dinner options that have changed over since lunch. Since we're at the dessert station, this is where all the holiday desserts start to come out. You can see the Yule logs are looking amazing. Even prettier when sliced open and ready to consume. I will mention here that there is an official time limit of 2 hours to eat. So for us, that's before the clock strikes 4 or 4:30. Although I will say that they don't enforce it heavily, and we definitely sat here for more than 2 hours. Now for dinner, a lot of those breakfast stations have turned it into more small plate hot foods. The truffle mac and cheese with pork belly, so good. And of course the carving stations with all the meats gets a facelift, and we're getting some higher quality cuts of meat, such as beef rib, pork loin, tri-tip, and of course prime rib. The cut of prime rib I had was definitely tender and juicy. However, I still favor the brisket over all the meats. I'll put my favorite prime rib recipe as well as my brisket recipe in the links in the description below. In the Asian food section, they also had something called char siu pork belly. However, this is more like a crispy pork belly, which was mouth-watering good with such a crispy skin. The sushi section largely stayed the same, although it seemed like there were a few more options. But what they did include was poke rice bowls. But really what everybody comes for are the crab legs. And mounds of crab legs. This is really what people are paying for when they come to these buffets. And what's nice about the Wynn is there's both the cold version and the one that everybody lines up for is the hot crab legs. And these are oh so good, tender, moist, and warm. Pair that with some lemon and clarified butter. Oh, that's money. Let me know in the comments below what are your favorite items from the Wynn buffet. There are so many to choose from. Here I'll show you a few plates that I had of what I ate. Of course, the stone crab claws. Those are my favorite with the cocktail shrimp. And of course, mounds and mounds of the crab legs. These are really good as well, both the cold and the warm. Although here I do prefer the warm with some lemon and butter. Now once I'm seafooded out, it's time to hit that brisket and pair that with some prime rib and creamy horseradish sauce. Now I forgot to mention they also have an egg drop soup station that's customizable, and this was really good as well. Just the right hint of cilantro and spice. Now, as I mentioned before, the truffle mac and cheese with pork belly, that was really delicious. They also had this ham and gooey melted cheese stuffed inside a fried chicken breast. That was delicious as well. Now for dessert, it's all about the crepes. Here's a banana Foster's crepe and a chocolate cannoli crepe. Hot and fresh, made to order. I did pair some ice cream with barbecue baby back ribs. Don't judge. And of course, creme brulee with their signature chocolate mousse inside a cone-shaped chocolate. And because it's the holidays, had to try their Yule log, which was rich and creamy and not dry at all. Well, those were my favorites. Let me know what are yours and what did I miss? This continues to be one of my favorite, the buffet at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas. Well, that's it for another video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and have a great day.